Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, Chapter 20, Lord Vishnu's appearance in the sacrificial arena of Maharaja Prithu. Text 1. Maitreya Uvacha Bhagavan api Vaikuntaha Bhagavan api Vaikuntaha Sakam Magavata Vibhuhu Sakam Magavata Vibhu Yajner Yajnapatistusto Yajner Yajnapatistusto Yajna Bhuktam Abhasta Yajna Bhuktam Abhasata Maitreya Uvacha Bhagavan api Vaikuntaha Sakam Magavata Vibhu Yajner Yajnapatistusto Yajna Bhuktam Abhasata Bhagavan api Vaikuntaha Sakam Magavata Vibhu Yajna Yajnapatistusto Yajna Bhuktam Abhasata Maitreya Uvacha Bhagavan api Vaikuntaha Sakam Magavata Vibhu Yajna Yajnapatistusto Yajna Bhukta Abhasata Maitreya Uvacha Bhagavan api Vaikuntaha Sakam Magavata Vibhu Yajner Yajnapatistusto Yajna Bhuktam Abhasata Maitreya Uvacha Bhagavan api Vaikuntaha Sakam Magavata Vibhu Yajna Yajnapatistusto Yajna Bhuktam Abhasata Maitreya Uvacha Bhagavan api Vaikuntaha Sakam Magavata Vibhu Yajner Yajnapatistusto Yajna Bhuktam Abhasata Maitreya Uvacha Bhagavan api Vaikuntaha Sakam Magavata Vibhu Yajner Yajnapatistusto Yajna Bhuktam Abhasata Maitreya Uvacha. The great sage Maitreya continued to speak. Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu, api also Vaikuntaha, the Lord of Vaikuntha, Sakam, along with Magavata, King Indra, Vibhu, the Lord, Yajnahe, by the sacrifices, Yajnapatihi, the Lord of all yajnas, Tustaha, satisfied, Yajnabhuk, the enjoyer of the yajna, Tam, unto King Prithu, Abhasata, said, translation by His Divine Grace S.C. Bhaktivinoda Samarashla Prabhupada ki Jai. Translation, the great sage Maitreya continued, my dear Vidura, being very much satisfied by the performance of 99 horse sacrifices, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu, appeared on the scene. Accompanying him was King Indra. Lord Vishnu then began to speak. Text 2, I'll just read it. Shri Bhagavan Vacha, Isate Akrishit Bhangam Haya Meda Satasyaha Shamapayata Atmanam Amusha Shantum Arhasi. Shri Bhagavan Vacha, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Vishnu spoke. Isaha, this Lord Indra. Te, your Akrishit, performed Bhangam, disturbance, Haya, horse, Meda, sacrifice, Satasya of the 100th Ha, indeed, Shama Payatha, who is asking pardon, Atmanam, unto yourself, Amusya, him, Shantum, to forgive, Harhasi, you ought. Translation and purport ways, His Divine Grace, S.C. Bhaktivinoda Samarashla Prabhupada ki Jai. Translation. Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, said, my dear King Prithu, the King of Heaven has disturbed your execution of 100 sacrifices. Now he has come with me to be forgiven by you. Therefore, excuse him. Purport. In this verse, the word Atmanam is very significant. It is a custom among yogis and jnanis to address one another or even an ordinary man as one's self. For transcendentalists never accept a living being to be the body. Since the individual self is part and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the self and the super self are qualitatively non-different. As the next verse will explain, the body is only superficial covering, and consequently an advanced transcendentalist will not make a distinction between oneself and other. Om Ajnana Timrandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshuru Militamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Nama Shri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapatantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Vitapata Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Cha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sagitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitam Cha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya Vancha Kalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhu Bhayevacha Patitana Bhavnebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So let me take the blessings of all the Vaishnavas assembled here, so that to my spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, the right word comes at the right time. So, let's try to understand what's happening so far before we reading this today's verse. So when King Prithu Maharaj, so he did milk the mother earth to get all the. So initially when he coronated, he saw there are lots of starvation of his prajas. So he milked the mother earth and then made everyone happy. So after that he made the earth as a flat so that it can produce all the grains and people can be self-sufficient and happy. So after that, what he started in the chapter 19, we saw he started the Ashwamedha Yajna, 100 sacrifices. So once he has done the 99 sacrifices, then Lord Indra, he became jealous. He thought he may lose his opulences. So what happened? So he just kidnapped the 100th horse. So he comes in a incognito, or he comes like a saint. He was always making disturbances. So King Prithvi became angry. He was about to kill. So then the priest over there said, no, 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 this is sacrificial arena. We are not supposed to kill. Otherwise it will spoil the whole purpose of it. So then he was very angry. That time Lord Brahma comes and then telling, come on, you know, why do you need to do 100 sacrifices? So you know about the liberation, you are himself a incarnation, then why do you want to do all those things? Then he pacifies, and then he just, he even with 99th, he just stops the yajna, and then he take a bath. So that means to show that yajna has been completed officially, and then he started giving the gifts to all the brahmanas present here. So that means he is just, okay, 99, I'm just finishing it off, then you do it. Okay, so that is the one. Now he has done his yajna, right? So now this verse starts. Okay, so this is the Maitreya starts beautifully. He just now he is introducing the Bhagavan, the entrance of Lord Vishnu's entrance. So what he is telling, there are few things, right? So here Prabhupada writes that means tustaha, it's satisfied. Lord is satisfied even with 99. Lord is not just satisfied, oh, you have not done 100, I'll not get satisfied. Lord is satisfied even with the 99. It's not that number is not a matter in front of the Lord. Lord is satisfied even what is number. That's what he says, tustaha, satisfied. Who is satisfied? The Yajnapati, the Lord of all yajnas. For whom do we do yajnas? Who is the master of all the yajnas? That's the Lord. Lord is satisfied. Lord doesn't look into the number. It's like 99 or you get 100, or Lord doesn't satisfy, right? So we all know how much we caught up with number, right? So I don't know how many of you watches cricket. So Sachin Tendulkar, he scored 99th century. So he was almost 1 year, he didn't score 100th century. So much, pressure on him. He even said in one of the even I go for a hotel to eat a restaurant, the waiter will come and give, when are you going to score 100th century? So the pressure is on him. Always what he used to do, he gets out at 80s or 90s, so that his 100th century he didn't get at all. So the number, when he got the 100th century, he said it's like my mountain has dropped from the shoulder. It doesn't going to make either 99 or 100. We are just always thinking in the numbers, right? So when I'm thinking numbers, then other things I can think of, even, I don't know, Serena Williams, she was like a peak. She was like almost all the matches, all the Grand Slam, she will win in the straight set. She will not go into the third set. Hardly she been to third set. Whatever it is, she played. So she straight forward, she won 23 Grand Slams. So there was, I don't know how many of you know, Margaret Court, she's from Australia. She's the one has won 24th Grand Slam. So what happened after 23 Grand Slam winning, she got pregnant and she couldn't play sometime. And then now she's coming back. The pressure is too much. And then she went to 4 Grand Slam finals and then she lost, which she has not done any time. And after that, he said, okay, enough of it, I'm just retiring. It doesn't make any difference, but we generally tend to look into the numbers, what the numbers. That's the only thing which we tend to do. Here coming back one. So here the Lord is not looking at the number. It's not like Lord is looking Ashwamedha Yajna, okay, 100 horse sacrifice. He didn't look at the 100. He's satisfied. That's the whole importance of the satisfaction, right? So, I don't know, some people, if very good at the art, they are not good in the selling, because when they started selling the art, they think that there will be too much of pressure on them. So they will not able to produce that art. So one of the very popular, I think many of us knows, Vincent van Gogh. His arts are sold like anything, but when he was in living, he never sold a single art, because he wants to focus on the art. Otherwise we'll just go with the numbers, we'll just lose. That's a very important thing. That's what very beautifully Maitreya said, right? He's just um satisfied. Prabhupada is clearly telling it. If you look at here, there is nowhere in the translation it's 99 or 1, but Prabhupada says that one, he's reminding us, it's not about the 100, number is not the Lord is looking. Lord is looking how much we are satisfying, that's the one. So he's telling it, my dear Vidra, being very much satisfied by the performance of 99 horses. Right? Okay. So now the Lord has come. Now Lord is going to talk. So Bhagavan Vacha, it's a text 2, right? So now Lord has come with Indra. Indra he was disgusted, he was trying to do all these things. Now the very important thing. So what Lord is telling? So here he is telling Shama, it's like a pardoning, it's a forgive. So his first Lord is asking him to forgive the Lord Indra, whatever he has done. The first quality what he is asking him to do is forgiveness. That's what he is trying to do it. My dear King Prithu, Indra, the king of heaven. If you look at here, when the Indra, when he say, Prabhupada writes as a Lord Indra. So he wants to tell Indra is not a normal person. Even when he quotes in the previous text 1, Mahavata, Indra is tells us Magavata. He is not a normal person. It's like someone who goes in the road or kind of, and he's such an exalted person. So Lord Indra. So he has come and you have to forgive him. So he is asking, Lord is asking him to excuse Indra. That's a very important, we need to understand. So this is let's spend some time on this. So Lord is asking us to forgive. That's the first important. Lord did not say that, he didn't start, Lord did not say that, you have done, it's a mistake of Lord Indra and all. He didn't start. He's telling you, asking to forgive. That's a very important. We need to understand what is the forgiveness. So Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he says one thing, we are all devotees, what we are trying to practice. So he is telling in Upadeshamrita, in the commentary, when he is writing, he says that we are all trying to practice the forgiveness. That's one of the quality we are trying to practice. So he didn't, if you look at that one, he didn't say that Shama, we are practicing to be a forgiveness, first thing. If you don't have the forgiveness, we cannot develop anyone. So then Bhaktivinoda Thakur quotes Chaitanya Charitamrita 2 or 3 verses in that, if you look at that one. So he just says that one, the nature of devotee is, he excuses any offenses. The devotee is someone who excuses any offenses. Right? That's the one thing. A devotee is called Adosha Darshi. He never sees any fault. Now, that's a whole one. Why doesn't he see any fault? Because devotee is always happy. He sees always the Lord. He sees the Lord's hand. He don't see any fault. Anything happens, he sees the Lord. Lord is so merciful, he sees that one. A devotee is called Adosha Darshi. So that means he never sees the fault because he is always happy. He is always happy because he always thinks about the Lord. That's the one thing we have to really understand, right? So there is a one story which Vishaka Mataji, she was narrating it, right? So in Prabhupada, he was in the room and then he was telling about this, the world is a place of suffering. So Prabhupada was talking about, it's always suffering, we can't avoid the suffering, right? In third canto, Kapila says, right, our tears are like oceans, how much ever we are tears. So next time when we see Manly and Banda, you can see we have shed so much tears than what the water we see. So that much time we stay here and shedding the tears. So So he's telling so much of tears we shed it. That means it's a place of suffering. Maybe we don't really understand. So Prabhupada makes a very beautiful one, which Mataji explains it very nicely. Prabhupada says, we can't change anything, but we have to tolerate and forgive. Then only we can serve for a higher cause. Then only we can focus on our spiritual growth. If we cannot tolerate or forgive what the situation, we cannot do it. Then Prabhupada quotes his life journey, how much he struggled and suffered, right? So he says that one, when means we know. So he comes to the New York where he don't have any money. So only thing is he is selling his Bhagavatam books, what he had it, to the bookstores, and he gets some very little money. So where he don't have money to pay his rent. So Prabhupada says that one, most of the days I had a night starvation. He didn't have any food to eat. And that's what he had it. Then what happened after sometimes, means if you read that Leela Martha, we can see what happened after some times. Somebody robbing happening in his house, everything his valuable ones have been taken away. And then he don't have much money. Then someone come to Bauri, and then you can stay with us. So Prabhupada goes to the Bauri is like a place where only, means it's like a kind of a slum kind of area where the people are not that good. Prabhupada goes with one, and then that person is going crazy on one night, and Prabhupada has to run away, run from 4 floors, he'll be running, and then without anything in the hand, he just in the midnight he runs, and then take one. After, it's a big long story. Prabhupada has faced all the struggles. Prabhupada says that one to the Mataji. So he says that one, I not see anything. For him, Prabhupada, in fact of all those things, he always, when he says the trouble, he has to keep his food in his prasadam in the refrigerator where it is shared by meat, which is something Prabhupada could not tolerate that one. So Prabhupada always says that one, because he has to, his Guru Maharaj instruction is what he was looking into. He's not seeing one thing. So one time Satsvarup Maharaj asked Prabhupada, I have only one service. I see so many difficulties and problems. You are into so many things. How do you are able to manage it? Prabhupada says that I don't see any problem. I just see only my service which my Guru Maharaj has given. That is what Prabhupada sees. That's what he is able to tolerate and move on. Right? So the other thing is so if you look at in Mahabharata, Yudhishthira Maharaj quotes one beautiful verse from Kashyapa Muni. So Kashyapa Muni says, means it's like, he says that in translation is, forgiveness is a virtue, forgiveness is the sacrifice. Forgiveness is the Veda. He glorify about the forgiveness. He says, talk to the Draupadi this verse. So he says the forgiveness, the quality of the forgiveness, right? So we know in Nectar of Devotion, the one quality is given as a forgiveness, where Rupa Goswami written quite a few things. I mean, when you talk about forgiveness, Prabhupada shown so many places lots of forgiveness. This is one incident which I read is like, during initial days, there was one devotee, his name is Yamunacharya, he is a disciple of Prabhupada. So what happened, he initiated, but he smoked in the morning. So he was like a bit worried, how can I come to Prabhupada in front of one? When he entered in the temple, there was a commotion. Some people are telling, no, you have break the rule, you should not enter. There was some noise was going on. Prabhupada was like, Prabhupada knew what happened. Prabhupada asked what it is. Some devotee said, no, nothing. Some people said, Yamunacharya has come and all. Prabhupada said, no, you come in. Whatever you have done, I'll forgive you. Come inside and join. Prabhupada doesn't look what he has done. Prabhupada is trying to see whether he has wanted to come in or not. That's the whole thing he was doing it. Right? So that means what? We just keep simply forgive whoever does whatever they do, anything in our life. We just simply forgive and move on. Is that what do? That means we can't take any action. or somebody is doing something to us, do we forgive? Right? Once to Chaitanya Charan Prabhu, somebody asked that one. So Prabhu beautifully said that one. I don't know if you read the I Build a Temple, Jihu Temple book. Uh, so that was one of big fight Prabhupada has made. Prabhupada stayed in that only one temple for one project longer time in his lifetime during that post he started his ISKCON. So he says that one. So the story here is like Prabhupada bought a Juhu land from the Nair. So Mr. Nair, he bought the land, and later Mr. Nair turns away, and then he becomes like he don't want to give the money and then land. So he started a fight, and Prabhupada was like keep fighting, and then later Mr. Nair passed away. Now Mrs. Nair. So what happened? Mrs. Nair also, she also think that okay, I want the land and money, so I don't want to do it. So she is also trying to do. And later, certain point of time, she understood. Okay, she can't win the case, and she can't do anything. So she has to give it up. So when she has given up, and then she meets Prabhupada, and then she asks for apologies. That's a very beautiful what Prabhupada says. What means at least somebody says, okay, now you understand who am I, right? But Prabhupada said that, no, you are my daughter. You are like my daughter. So he sees that one, whatever he has done, how much ever the Nair family has given to Prabhupada, but he sees that like a daughter. So that's what the one they see one, right? So why that forgiveness is so much stressed? If you look at in Bhagavatam, lots of verses talks about forgiveness, right? In the when you talk about the beauty, so the Brahmana's beauty is that forgiveness. That's the beauty of the Brahmana. A Brahmana someone is called beauty. Brahmana's beauty is being considered like his forgiveness, quality of forgiveness. So Kshatriya is heroic. That means he is able to fight. Vaishya is like protecting cows or cultural activity. So when we talk about the Brahmanas, it's not said that how much he knows about the Vedas, how much he knows about Upanishad, how he can quote or even. It's like his forgiveness is what been said. And my Guru Maharaj always quotes that one, right, from Bhagavatam. So Brahma got the post because he has the forgiveness quality. So that's one of the qualities, such an important one in the one forgiveness, right? So one more one, this is Indradumna Maharaj, he writes in his diary. This is one beautiful one to see about how Prabhupada is so forgiving and accepting everyone. So then means it's a big story, long, maybe I'll try to summarize it. So in early days, Indradumna Maharaj, he is in France, and then one person who is coming to the temple, and then 19-year-old guy, but he was not bathed and he was very dirty. He had intoxicated and everything, and he says, I'm hungry. They said, okay, I'll give you a prasadam, but you haven't taken bath, you just go out and have one. Then next time, he knows that when he asks them, they'll give the food. So he stays in the park, nearby park. Whenever the devotees go for a japa walk or whatever it is, he always asks them food. So and then these people kept the nickname as a pig pen. They kept as a nickname. So he always asks for a food, then these people give prasad and then they'll just go on. One time Prabhupada has come and then he was just walking and then he tried to come and hold the Prabhupada's feet when these people are just, no. Then just they went on. And later what happened, he came to the temple, no one has seen. And then this pig pen has come into the temple and then he just suddenly he came and hold the Prabhupada's lotus feet. And people are like, devotees are like, no, go. Prabhupada is like, that's all right. He was like cuddling his hair and then Hare Krishna, that's all right. So now devotees don't know what to do. Do we send him out, or Prabhupada himself has accepted it, or leave him? They are very dilemma. And then they said, okay, Prabhupada itself was so compassionate. So they took him to bath, and he took a bath, and then he changed the dress and everything. And then they said, okay, you can go. But he was like, he don't want to go. He want to just stay. He started cleaning the temple and then do. One day what happened, means Indrajima Maharaj and few people are going into Sankirtan van. They just go for book distribution. So this person also entered into the Sankirtan van. They are asking, why you are coming here? No, I just want to come one. I just want to join. They said that, okay, he's come for first day, he'll get very scared later, and then he will no more come at all. So that's what they thought. They just went. They went in that van, and then they just stopped there, one place. They are just trying to settle, and then this person took some books and then went. They thought, why he's going into, he'll come back soon, he can't do anything, like that they are thinking. After some time he came, and then without any book. One Prabhu said that, have you dumped all the books? No, I have distributed all the books. Then Maharaj asked, what did he say? I said, Prabhupada saved me. That's what I just gave the books. So that person, he just used only one, we know that book distributor, they always have a certain catchy phrase or whatever works for them, right? His work for them is, Prabhupada saved me. So he just goes and everyone, so this person saved me, and then that's how he just gave the book and everything. So he just went, and then that person is later initiated devotee, and then means for a long time he was doing one of the book distributor. So that's what Maharaj was telling. So Prabhupada saved not only him, in fact he saved all of us. So it means, it's like, again coming back to the one, why that tolerant and forgiveness, right? So that's a very important one. Unless until you don't have a tolerance or a forgiveness, we cannot have a compassion to others. If we can't have a compassion, we cannot give Krishna to others, right? So in this one, I just want to add one more, right? So when Nelson Mandela came out from prison, some people they have given Bhagavad Gita. Nelson Mandela said, no, I have read this book. I know this book. Do you know this book? Yes, I have read this book. Okay, where you have read? What I read in the prison. And people asked, devotees asked, what have you learned from that book? So Nelson Mandela says very beautifully one. So, we all know that he went to prison because of, it's not a mistake of him, and he said that, if I'm thinking about the Avengers and then thinking about what they have done and everything, then I'm still in the prison. So I'm not out of the prison, so that I'm still prisoner. So that means what he learned is, he's trying to say he learned the forgiveness. That's the only thing. So that means if I'm not forgiven everything, I'm still in the prison. That's what the Nelson Mandela learned from the reading from Bhagavad Gita. That's very impressive. Later we know that he was very close to Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj, and then he goes and even he quotes a lot of Bhagavad Gita verses. But the learning what he had when he said, he learned the forgiveness. Right? So that's a very important thing in this verse. If you look at the Lord, when he starts, he's asking to forgive the Lord Indra. That's a very important thing to start. Okay. So today is Vrindavan Das Thakur disappearance day. So it's one of the very important day. So Vrindavan Das Thakur is, mother is Narayani Mataji. So Narayani Mataji is nothing but it's a niece of Shiva's Pandit, one of the Panchatattva. Right? So it's been, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami glorifies Vrindavan Das Thakur like anything in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. He says that one, he is like a Vyasadev. Right? So when you want to know about, if you want to know about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then we have to get the blessings of Vrindavan Das Thakur. So he glorified, there will be 3-4 verses he talks about only about Vrindavan Das Thakur. And even he writes, he says that one, whatever I'm writing because of the, which is something left by the Vrindavan Das Thakur, so glorify it. So it's near Mayapur, it's a very beautiful place where we can still go and see the deities worshipped by the Vrindavan Das Thakur. That's a very nice one. So it very speciality is like when means Vrindavan Thakur mother Narayani, she got the remnant of the Mahaprabhu. So that's why he writes one. Because of that mercy of the Mahaprabhu, I can able to write it. So let's take the blessings of Vrindavan Das Thakur. Vrindavan Das Thakur ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any comments? Any correction? Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Radha Gopinath ki jai.